Hello, everybody. So, I want to talk about emotional wellness, which is super similar to your mental health or mental wellness, but mental wellness is really more how your thoughts happen or like what your thoughts are about, and things like that, while emotional is more how you allow yourself to process those and how you allow yourself to feel. Um, so first things first, we do not control our emotions. However, we do control how we respond to our emotions. I've got a couple of resources. So, of course, there's always, everybody always tells you find your village, lean on your best friend. And that is 100% true. So, I've got my bestie. We try and see each other at least once a week. We turn our food bank runs into bestie time whenever we can. Just, we may as well carpool and save a little bit of the earth and, be able to confide in each other and have that hour and a half each week where we can just decompress with each other and we can just bullshit around and do our own thing and express ourselves without worrying about somebody judging us. So remember, you always have, the number one resource you could possibly have is a best friend or your village. Um, I also really like self-expression activities. I've been taking my daughter to mommy and me ballet classes, so I'm starting to try and give her some different outlets. We love painting, we love drawing. My husband and I have been to a rage room. I love rage rooms. We've only been the once, but it was awesome. Depending on the rage room you go to, if you bring your own broken appliances and things to smash, you can get a discount. The one that we went to, it was per weight. It was like for weight. So it's X amount per pound if you use their smash stuff. But if you bring your own smash stuff, it's only so much per pound instead. Depending on where you go. And it's been a few years, so I couldn't even remember the prices if I wanted to, and I doubt they're still the prices because I think it was either right after the vaccines or right before the pandemic that we went. I can't remember exactly. It's been a few years. Um, Axe throwing's a really good one. Going out to karaoke, poetry, creative writing. They have creative writing classes and things like that for teens and adults at the library. I love going to my local library and seeing what they have to offer. Um, and every library is different. Like, go branch out. Because they're called library branches. But yeah, branch out. Go to your various local libraries, see what they've got, see what resources they've got. I've been to an opera night and I've been to a ball with my husband. We kind of turned it into our little birthday thing. So, like, libraries have some cool resources. Look into that for activities and classes to help you with your self-expression. Um, there's also, like, if you've seen my other video, you've probably heard me mention Finch. They've got a little daily check-in. You hit your little plus sign up in the top corner, and you can put your mood, ranging from like a red frowny face up to a green smiley face. It's just a little scale of different faces. And then you can put a little journal about it, or you can leave it blank. Um, so you can do like a little thing like that. Rosebud. If you get the free Rosebud app, they will sit there and bug you to go premium, but you don't have to. The free one is awesome. I had it for a long time before my phone was possessed and became really stupid. And now I can't have like anything on my phone hardly. But the Rosebud journaling apps, it provides prompts, it asks you questions, it takes a deep dive, and then this is one of the few good uses for AI. Okay, I'm not about AI art or anything like that, but then the app takes it and they just kind of condense it down and give you an overview of what it is. high points, low points, people you mentioned in your journaling, things like that. And it just kind of gives you a weekly overview and sometimes recommendations on what you can do to help with the situations you've encountered over the week. So I love Rosebud. It was recommended to me by my therapist. And then of course things to feed your emotional wellness is one kind act a day. Pay it forward. Sometimes it just feels nice to do something nice for somebody else and help them out, even if it's as simple as holding a door open for somebody with their arms full, or saving their place in line somewhere if they have to run to the restroom really quick. Just doing something to help somebody else for the sake of kindness can feel so good, and that is its own reward. I know that's really, really cheesy, but it is absolutely true. 100%. And of course, pay it forward. If somebody does something kind for you and makes you feel good, pass that feeling along. I love the pay it forward thing. And then a healthy cry. Right now, I am well, it's my first watch through of season 2 of Fruits Basket. I've read it all, so I know what's happening, and I know everything already. But that doesn't mean I'm not getting some like seriously good cries out of it. Or yesterday I watched Life Size. I bawled my eyes out. I did not remember how emotional that movie was from when I was a kid. So, a good healthy cry, even if you don't feel like you need to cry. Sometimes it's nice to just let yourself feel for a minute. Just be in the moment and just allow your feelings to be felt, and don't judge yourself. Don't think harshly about yourself. Grant yourself grace and let yourself cry. It could be music, books, movies, just fuel that emotional wellness. Keep yourself balanced. Keep yourself level, And there's all sorts of ways to let yourself be expressed. And there's all sorts of resources where you can do it for little to no cost. Because I know life freaking sucks for a lot of people right now, for most people right now, especially in the money department, especially here in the US. So that's part of why I want to do these videos, is to help people that might not be able to afford having a therapist tell them these resources, having a therapist tell them these things. So I guess you can call it my one kind act. uh anyways, I'm dumb. I love you. Have a good day. Bye bye.